Go. Go.
Hello everyone! Good evening, good evening, good evening! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Pasensya na sa technical difficulties namin kanina with Samantha Bernardo and also with Mike Carusal kagabi. So ngayon, isang makakalikasang gabi sa inyo mga Mars and also sa mga Facebook viewers natin. Magandang gabi or in our dialect sa akin ngayong guest, maayong gabi sa inyo nga tanan. Paano ko ba i-introduce yung guest ko ngayon? Very excited ako sa guest ko ngayon kasi yun nga, sinabi ko na same kami ng province. Magkalapit lang yung province namin because yung province niya is in Panay Island. Yung akin naman is in Negros Occidental. I've met her nung Miss Earth Philippines pa lang niya way back 2015. And then after noon, nagkakausap na kami sa sa Instagram, and then yung nag-link talaga sa amin that time is si Uyel. Uyel, shout out, hello sa iyo kung nanonood ka man. Doon talaga kami nagkakilalang dalawa through Oyel, and then after noon, doon na namin nalaman na Ilonggo din ako. So parang ang saya-saya lang naming dalawa. Lainggit siya kung kasimanwa mo, kung in our dialect pa. With no further ado, one of my good friend and at the same time very humble queen na nakilala ko since day one, representing the Philippines in Miss Earth in 2015 and Miss Earth 2015 itself, Angelia Ong!
Maraming palakpak around.
True.
Hi guys! Mayang gabi, friends. Long time. And of course, shoutout kay Oyel. I was live with him 2 days ago, actually. So, hi! Hello po sa lahat ng nanonood. To all who's watching the Qrown Philippines. Kumusta kayong lahat? I've been online doing live, actually, for the 4th day na. I hope hindi pa kayo nagsasawa sa mga nanonood araw-araw. And this won't be my...
Don't worry, Mars, kasi yung correct.
Sige,
Yung atin naman kasi ngayon is magbibigay tayo ng advice. Ita-transform kita ngayon into Papa Jack na girl version or Ma'am Charo.
Yan, sige. It's something different naman. Sige,
correct, Mars. Pero Mars, question lang. Before tayo mag-start sa Dear Mars Friends natin na segment, tanong ko lang, Mars, kamusta yung enhanced community quarantine so far, pang 36 or 37 days na natin ngayon?
Talaga ba? 36 pa lang ba? Feeling ko parang ang tagal-tagal na. Although ngayon ko lang, biruan nga namin yung roommate ko is ngayon pa lang namin na feel yung quarantine talaga. We've been very busy doing a lot of how do I call this? Kasi my roommate, she's a doctor. So she's also a frontliner, but not exactly in the hospitals, but in the back end of the front line. So she was one of the reasons, or our group was one of the reasons, or the ones who really pushed for rapid testing in the country. And now we're finally using it. So that's what kept us busy the past weeks. But today, it really feels like a Sunday today for the first time in a long time. We felt a little bit relaxed for the quarantine, whether you believe it or not. Ngayon pa lang namin na-feel yung indoor quarantine life talaga. So yeah, it's I'm coping with it. Actually, medyo nasasanay na rin ako. I haven't been out for a while, only when it's, necessary. If one thing is if I need to buy medicine for my mom, and then if we need to go grocery. So yun lang, those 2 things lang usually are the reasons why we go out, aside from work, of course. So yun. I'm enjoying it. I like. Well, surprisingly, I like it.
Well, sa mga viewers natin, paano ko nakilala talaga si Mars Angelia is because sikat na po siya noon pa lang sa amin,
Nako,
sa
grabe naman.
Iloilo. Kasi isa po siyang host in a morning show, if I'm not mistaken. Tama ba, Mars?
Yes. Yes,
It's a morning show.
yes, it's a travel magazine show that's shown every morning, Sunday mornings actually, for regional TV of GMA pa noon. So it's called Style Naton, which means style natin. Kasi syempre it's Region 6 Western Visayas. So that's why I actually have counterparts in Cebu, in Baguio, with Negros, Bacolod, part pa rin ng region kasi. So my main partner hosting was from Bacolod, si Kuya John Arceo. Hi Kuya
Yes.
John,
Hello,
kumusta?
Manong John. Maayong
Yes,
gabi.
and of course, ang naka-discover, well, isa sa mga naka-discover sa akin talaga, yung nag-push sa akin to go for that audition for the show, si Mama Monieka ng Varvin. How are you? Kumusta? So,
And Mars, question lang, 'di ba after ng TV show hosting mo, paano ka nakapag-decide or sino ang nag-push sa to join beauty pageant, or nagjo-join ka na ba talaga sa mga beauty pageant before pa the travel show hosting mo?
to be honest, the farthest with pageants that I ever did before was just school ones. Alam mo yon, yung naalala ko, 6th grade, Mr. and Miss Intramurals. Tapos nung high school, parang lakan at lakambini ng wika kasi I super look Filipina kasi I grew up in a Chinese school, Hwaseong. So,
Mm-mm.
syempre, medyo mapuputi yung mga classmates ko, chinita, chinito. So, ako yung, doon, morena talaga. So, paglakan-lakang bini, ako yung napupush na sumali. Ayun. So, yun lang. But, before I became a TV host, wala talaga akong experience at all. I was very young. I did that show, that travel magazine show. I was only 17. So, I was fresh from high school. And it went on for almost 2 years, and I was still with GMA even after that. But it was also from GMA that I met a Cebuana beauty queen. She was my counterpart host in Cebu. Tapos she went to Iloilo and saw me, and then alam mo yung parang in passing na siya na parang, kasi matangkad ako for my age. Tapos parang sabi lang ng boss ko dati na parang, bakit di mo kayo itry? Tapos nung pumunta nga yung beauty queen na yon, na parang, sa tingin mo ba? Gusto mo ba? Gusto ko ba? Sabi ko, I mean, I don't mind trying. I have zero experience. But I told them, like, I don't mind trying something new. And lagi nga akong natutukso na sumali din naman. So bakit hindi? I'll try it. And then she told me now, well, if you want to join, you have to drop everything right now and you have to train already in Manila because a lot of the girls vying for the pageant are already training. And that's when I went in 2010 of December to meet Tito Rogel Flores na. So that's why I was part of the KF camp. So yun, that's how my journey started. So it was in 2011 that I joined Binibining Pilipinas. Can you imagine? Wala akong ibang sinalihan na pageant. Diretso akong binibini. Hindi ko naman alam na may hierarchy pala yan. Para sa akin naman kasi parang I just wanna try it out, you know? I went there na may gatas pa sa labi. Sobrang probinsyana ko. I don't even have enough clothes. I didn't know like how the other girls really prepared a lot for this, and I was just there taking my chances, malakas loob ko eh. Malakas loob ko, but I did not understand how much of an effort it was. But I don't have any regrets. I feel like I've learned so much about myself. I learned to love myself more, and I've made priceless friendships along the way. One of my best friends up until now, I met in that pageant, Lady Lynn Riva. And now we're still friends. We're still best of friends. And I even became her maid of honor when she got married a few years ago. So I am very, very thankful of the crazy journey. Like, I always, when people like try to ask me for advice or for inspiration, I can't help but share my humble beginnings sa probinsya, syempre. Um, it started with a dream na parang there was even a time na I couldn't believe that I'd actually make it. But all you have to do is really try it, or else you'll really never know. I remember when I was really young, the close to the closest experience I have to a pageant was walking for my mom's or my family's bisita. Pag sinabi kasi uso Miss Universe sa atin, 'di ba? And especially we
Oo.
hosted in early 1990s. So, yun, pinaglalakad kaming mga magkakaibigan. Yun lang. That's it. But I never really thought that it was possible until the opportunity presented itself and I just grabbed it. That's why I didn't get to graduate on time because I think I was on second year or third year college na ako noon for I was taking up mass communication in St. Paul University Iloilo, and then I moved to Manila. I dropped everything, and yun, I shifted courses and now I'm here, a graduate and a beauty queen. Ayun.
Congrats, Mars. And speaking of your camp, which is the Kagandahang Flores, I would like to extend the Qrown Philippines and also Mars France to congratulate the KF camp for having their 25th anniversary.
It's already our 25th. Can you believe that?
Correct.
Grabe. So,
Shout out
well,
to Tito Rodgil, Mama
yes,
G,
yes,
Mama Jess, Tito Gio, and
yes.
all the KF family. So Mars, question lang.
Hi, Anna.
Um,
Yes, go lang.
question ko Mars is sa pageant mo sa Miss Earth 2015, ano yung pinaka take home lesson mo on that pageant?
Take home lesson. Um, Siguro, because what happened to my pageant was a little extraordinary. Kasi it was the first time that Miss Earth was held that far away and Europe at that pa. And it was their 15th anniversary. It was the crystal year, so there's a lot in stake. Um, and I was not just um, competing for our country, I was competing for back to back, which was never been done. And that itself was already difficult. I've experienced people saying they believe in me, but action says otherwise. Or if like, I feel like it was an uphill battle talaga. And I think the lesson and take home was really to not give up. Dun talaga. It was challenging for me for everything eh. Kasi ang dami kong problema noon. Like, paano ko pagkakasyahin yung mahigit isang buwang stay ko sa dalawa o tatlong suitcase max. Yung tipong last day na, paalis na ako ng Europe. Kulang pa ako ng isang long gown. Yung mga ganon. Tapos parang ang lamig-lamig pa. Syempre, I'm an island girl. I'm a tropical girl. So, I love the beach. We're here in the Philippines. All we have is, rainy and sunny days. So, it was winter time when I went there. So, it was challenging also. So, there are a lot of times that I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I feel like I also did everything, but I still feel like kulang pa rin siya. So I have a lot of self-doubt during the competition, but I always end up pulling myself up talaga with God's grace. Sobrang ibang klase yung faith ko that time. As in, I talk to God almost every day in the simplest to the biggest activities that we had in this earth. I felt like God was really with me and competing with me. So, yun yung take ko. Pag, ano yun eh, faith without action is dead, sabi nga nila. So, kailangan, habang nananampalataya, kailangan pinaghihirapan. And that's how I believe I got the crown. By having so much faith, working hard, and at the same time being myself. Every time someone asks me like, "What do you think made you win? Like, what makes you so special? Bakit ikaw? Bakit ganito, ganyan?" And I always answer naman na parang I was just really being a Filipina. I was just being myself kasi everything was new to me. So I know that people who sees that it's sincere and it's genuine. The reactions are
Correct.
genuine. So I think that's why I was able to connect with a lot of people there. It's because nagiging Pinay lang ako abroad. First time ko makakita ng snow, so kitang-kita nila na ang saya-saya ko talaga. Alam mo yan, I have a picture of the first snowball that I've ever held in my life, my first snow angel. Yun, so yeah, hard work really does pay off. I know it sounds so cliche, but oh my gosh, it really works. And if kung hindi man mag-work, it means maybe not yet. Kasi before naman ako nanalo as Miss Earth, I did 2 pageants prior to that, and hindi rin naman ako nanalo doon ng main title. Pero I did not stop. I did not stop there because I know I have something to give, and I know that something big is waiting for me. I can feel it. I can sense it. When I went into the pageant, day one pa lang, I could not imagine the crown in any girl's head. Believe me.
Sa'yo lang.
As in, nahiya din ako aminin na sa akin, but I could not imagine the crown in anyone's head talaga. And I was so happy to meet all of them in person because prior to that, I was a little bit, insecure in terms of the body. Doon ako medyo insecure noon kasi nga, I don't do gym. Hindi ako marunong mag-workout. But I remember being compared to Miss Colombia that time. But I was compared because of her hair because we both have straight black hair. And then the fans chose a photo of me and her in our swimsuit. Just ko yung swimsuit ko, I look like a baby. I have baby fats. Alam mo yun, yung parang talaga, hindi kagaya nung that time kay yung Miss Colombia that time kay Stefania. Parang may abs pa talaga siya. So ako parang dun pa lang ako nag-start mag-workout kahit papaano. So yun yung insecurities ko before, but then Jamie Harrell told me na, you know what, huwag ka masyadong magtingin-tingin ng mga ganyan online. Focus ka talaga kung ano yung mga weaknesses mo so you can improve on it. And sabi niya, don't judge the girls until you meet them. Sabi niya, because everything changes in person, which is very true. Like there are a lot of girls that, I'm not gonna mention who, but I would say I would say that were really my competition prior to meeting them. But when I met them, I know, like, I was like, okay, I got this. I can sense it. I got this. Yeah. And I was friends with everyone. I was having a good time there. Pero syempre nung nanalo na ako, hindi ko na sila nakakausap.
And FYI lang, Mars, yung first 2 girls natin na nanalo is from Cebu, which is
yes, Carla Henry and Jamie Harrell.
Jamie. And then the last 2 girls na hanggang ngayon previous is from Manila naman, which is
that
you
is
and
right, Karen. Yeah, it's a trivia.
It's a trivia, Mama
Yes.
Mars. And also, Mars, ready ka nang magbigay ngayon ng advice sa ating letter sender. Matutuwa ka.
Game. First time ko yan in my
Oo.
of doing live. First time ko, a different kind of segment. So you've been doing
Yes.
that for how long, Mars?
For 2 weeks na.
2 weeks mo na siya. Okay, okay.
Oo.
So, ang dami na,
So,
so 2 weeks, so let's say, ano na, madami-dami na, more than a dozen letter senders na ba ang napagbigyan mo ng advice?
medyo madami na binamars yung nagsisend sa atin ng mga letter senders. And at the same time, they're very excited because nabibigyan sila ng advice ng mga idols nila.
Oh.
Mm.
Sige, game ako. Sana may
And
fanay din ako nag-send ng letter.
actually, meron.
Talaga?
Yung letter sender natin ngayon is yung fans mo way back pa nung 2015 nung Miss Earth Philippines mo.
Oh. Sige, game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our segment for today together with our Miss Earth 2015, Angelia Ong. So let's start with Dear Miss Angelia and Mars France. Ako po si Rihanna. Member po ako ng fans club ni Miss Angelia since 2015. Kaya ako napasulat kasi nakita ko sa post ninyo kagabi na siya ang isa sa mga guest ninyo. Kinikilig ako ngayon kasi alam ko mabibigyan ako ng advice ng idol ko.
Ay, Rihanna.
Nagsimula ang kwentong ito nung makilala ko sa office si Oreo, a guy who is somehow 3 to 4 years older than me. 3 years ago, nung bago pa lang ako sa company, Mars France and Miss Angelia, is nagkakilala kami ni Oreo at isa kaming department. At medyo ilang talaga ako sa kanya noon. Mysterious type siya, minsan iimik, minsan hindi. Pero di mapagkakailang office crush siya. Ultimo janitor namin na Becky, kinikilig kapag nakikita siya. Well, Mars, France, and Miss Angelia, ako po ay di naman kagandahan, sakto lang, chubby pa nga, pero masasabi naman natin na attractive ako. At may appeal naman ako kahit sa mga iilang mga lalaki na nagpapahiwatig sa akin. Kaso, medyo pihikan lang ang puso ko kasi wala talagang spark or magic ang mga nanliligaw sa akin. In short, single ako, Miss Angelia and Mars France, or tinatawag nila na NBSB. Oh, no boyfriend since birth. Ayun nga, at parang napagtripan ako ng tadhana isang maulan na gabi.
Wow.
At papauwi na ako, saka ko hindi nadala ang payong ko na araw-araw ko naman dinadala at nasa bag ko. Pero that day din, nag-udyok ang tadhana naming dalawa ni Oreo at nakita niya ako na naghihintay sa waiting shed sa labas ng office. Meron sasakyan si Oreo at alam ko na magkasim village lang kami.
Kinikilig
Nung
naman.
gabing din yun, nakita nga ako ni Oreo at nagsabi siya kung pwede na akong sumabay sa kanya. Wala akong choice, Miss Angelia at Mars France, kundi sumabay na lang sa kanya. And from that night na maulan, doon namin nakilala ang isa't isa. Doon na nag-start ang lahat till such time naging magkagaanan kami ng loob ni Oreo. Time goes by at iba na ang nararamdaman ko sa kanya. To cut the long story short, feeling ko na fall na ako sa kanya. Buwisit na ulan, lakas makafall.
with Riri,
One time, Mars France and Angelia nagkaroon ng company excursion sa Nasugbu sa bayan ng Batangas ang aming office at Doon ako naghanap ng proper time at naglakas loob ako sa kanya na sabihin kung ano ba ang meron sa amin. Siyempre, as a babae, gusto ko na meron naman kaming label. I swallow my pride at yun nga, nagtapat na rin siya sa akin na yes, mahal niya din pala ako at napo-fall na din siya. Kaso,
Ito
meron
na.
lang,
Ito na yung kaso.
ito na.
Ito na yan. Ano na? Sige, go.
Di, hindi daw pwede dahil meron siyang anak na nasa kanyang custody at that time. At
Okay.
on the process pa ang kanyang annulment. Pero the sad part is, kaka-file niya palang pala ng annulment. Natutuwa naman ako sa honesty niya, Mars, France at Angelia. Pinagtapat niya rin sa akin ang pros and cons ng situation niya at baka maka-affect sa proseso at resulta ng kanyang annulment. Humahanga ako sa katapatan niya pero Mars, France at Miss Angelia, naguguluhan na ako. Bakit? Kasi baka masayang ang effort at time ko if pinagpatuloy ko ang relasyon namin. By the way, kaka 2 years lang namin ni Oreo last Monday. Miss Angelia, pa-help naman po. Should I hold on or should I stay or find another one? Nagmamahal, Rihanna.
Oh my God, Rihanna. Kinilig ako, tapos kinabahan ako after. Ngayon, worried na ako. Nakakatuwa naman ang love story mo. So, ibig sabihin, first love mo to at first boyfriend mo siya, in short. So, congratulations. Pero, ito na, na-appreciate ko din yung effort ni Oreo to let you know of the situation kasi naniniwala ako in any relationship, napaka-importante yung transparent kayo sa isa't isa. Alam nyo yung weakness ninyo. So malalaman nyo kung kaya ko ba tong tanggapin tong tao na to kahit ganito yung sitwasyon or ganito siya. Siya ba, kaya din ba niya tanggapin kung anong klaseng tao ako, yung mga flaws ko. Kasi again, no one is perfect naman. And yung question mo kasi, should I stay or should I go? Medyo worried ako kasi the fact that that crossed your mind, ibig sabihin, may doubts ka din talaga. Kasi honestly, if the foundation is solid, it shouldn't really be a problem kasi alam mo, ang pag-ibig naman, stubborn din yan eh. Sabi nga nila, hahamakin ng lahat. Ganon. So, I think, isipin mo siguro kung ano ba yung priority mo ngayon. Tsaka, isipin mo lang yung scenario. Kaya ko ba, I'm sure kaya mo to, pero ibig ko sabihin, okay lang ba sa'yo na mawala tong tao na to kung mahal mo naman siya? Mahirap kasi mag-let go ng mahal mo pa. Or baka naman din, siguro sana na-share mo sana din kung ano ba yung priority mo ngayon, ilang taon ka na ba? But siguro ang advice ko is list mo sa paper. Sinabi ko na din to sa kaibigan ko dati. Kasi medyo nagkagulo. Meron din akong kaibigan na kakakasal lang din niya. Siya nga kasal pa yun eh. Kakasal niya tapos parang few months after, parang pinuntahan niya ako tapos sinabi niya sa akin, parang hindi ako sigurado kung tama ba yung ginawa ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, I think ano lang yan, it's because of the changes. So, ang pinagawa ko, pinagsulat ko siya ng mga bagay na gusto niya, tsaka hindi niya gusto. Kasi minsan maganda yung nakikita natin talaga. Kasi nahawakan natin na parang, tapos you realize, oh my God, hindi ko pala siya kayang mawala. siguro gawin mo yon muna. Step 1. Gawin mo yon. Tapos, pag-isipan mo, gaano ko ba kamahal tong tao na to? Na kaya ko ba siyang antayin? Kasi ako naniniwala ako na when it comes to love naman, it will really conquer all. You know, love is tatanggapin mo lahat about him eh. Siguro it will take a lot of understanding and patience. Yung situation nga naman niya, medyo mahirap nga at sensitive. At syempre, when you love this, if you're gonna love Oreo, you're gonna have to love his kid also. If you see a future with Oreo, then you should start seeing a future with his kid also. So, syempre, ayaw naman natin na ipagdamot yung possibility na magkasama niya yung anak niya all throughout dahil nga may problema sa custody at annulment at medyo matagal kasi ang annulment. Siguro baka gusto mo rin mag-second opinion to a lawyer friend, pa-check mo lang kung ano yung status din nung case niya, annulment case niya. Kasi, tsaka importante sa lahat is maging open ka sa kanya. Pag-usapan niyo to, huwag kang mahihiya. Kasi umabot na rin naman kayo ng 2 years. I assume that that's already enough time to be able to open up to that level, on a deeper level. He will understand. I assume that since he's here, well, ang maturity, wala naman yan sa edad. Pero I assume that because he's 4 years older than you, I hope that he's more, mature, and he should be able to understand and accept this kind of conversations. Open up the conversation. There's nothing wrong. Be open with him. Pag hindi okay sa kanya, then I think that's the time you start thinking na parang, teka lang. That's when doon mo na ipaglaban yung self-love mo talaga. Kasi importante, na mahal mo yung sarili mo. Kaya mo rin naman kasi iniisip ng mga bagay na to. Kasi syempre, mahal mo yung sarili mo. You cannot give what you don't have. Napaka-importante. Hindi ako naniniwalang selfless love lang. Dapat two-way talaga. Kasi ang nag-iisang selfless love lang si God yun. Yun. Pero as we walk through this earth, dapat as we give love, we receive love din. Hindi pwedeng one-way street yun. Hindi ka pwedeng yung unconditional love, iba naman yun eh. There's a thin line. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Parang napaka-importante na mahalin mo din yung sarili mo. Hindi pwedeng puro sila lang. Kailangan balance talaga. Tsaka yun na nga, importante na maging open ka sa relationship mo, maging open ka sa kanya, sa nararamdaman mo. Kasi pwede mo sabihin sa kanya na, alam mo, ano ba yung plano natin? Kasi relationship to eh. It's you and me. It's not just me anymore. I'm very serious with this. Are you serious like me ba? Kasi kailangan tag team tayo eh. Dapat you're on the same team eh. So dapat sabay yung pag-usapan at pagplanuhan kung ano yung next steps ng relationship nyo. And also you can get ano na yun eh, parang clue. You can get clues from his reaction na ganito yung nafe-feel mo. Makikita mo naman, tsaka masisense mo naman kung mahal ka ng tao. Alam mo yun. So pag medyo pag alam mo yung pag hindi niya, he doesn't take it well, the kind of conversation that you're trying to make, then dun ka na mag-isip. Kasi parang the only reason why you're thinking this is because you want to move forward and improve the relationship. I believe that you are not thinking about leaving him because you don't love him naman eh. I think you're asking these questions just because you want to know how to move forward with the relationship. And I'm proud of you for thinking of yourself while being in a loving relationship. Kasi minsan, when we're so in love and we're so drowned by love. Like we forget ourselves. So yeah, my advice is you talk to that person. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang ang magde-decide din naman kasi it takes two to tango. If you really love this person, then talk to him.
Correct, Mars. Ang ganda.
Dami
Ang
ko
ganda,
sinabi.
ganda ng advice.
Pero
Pero
naman ako,
totoo
love
naman,
advice pala ito.
Oo. You
But
actually,
syempre, don't take yourself for granted talaga. If there's another thing that I wanna push, kasi I only answered based on your question. Pero in life, in general, my advice to you is, of course, don't sell yourself short. If this person is not making you feel loved, alam mo yun, in that scenario, nako babe, umalis ka na dyan.
cancel na.
'Di ba? 'Di ba? Importante para sa akin kasi if you're staying, it means you love this person and this person loves you and respects you. And but if he doesn't respect you, my gosh, get out of there. There's so many people out there. I've had my fair share of having a lot of heartbreaks kasi since this is your first, magiging masakit yan pag hindi kayo nagkatuluyan. Walang comparison ng sakit niyan kasi first time mo nga na masaktan of a breakup. Wala pa naman. Assuming lang to ha, huwag kang ma-hurt ha. pero, syempre, if he's not treating you well, then you shouldn't stay. For sure. There's always gonna be someone out there for you. Like you said, don't say na medyo attractive. Attractive ka. Alam mo, ako, I might be beautiful in other people's eyes. I might not be beautiful in other people's eyes. But for me, I am beautiful. And that's what matters. How I see myself is what matters the most. So don't base your feelings of self-love based on other people. But it really just to come from you talaga. So you are beautiful and someone beautiful will also find you. That's the case 2 scenario. But, talk to him first if you really love this guy.
Yung sa akin naman is, yung sinabi mo, Mars, na-stun ako doon kasi sinabi mo na, tama, second opinion muna. Doon muna tayo mag-start sa second
kasi
opinion.
we have to be realistic din, di ba?
Correct. And then after noon, kung I know naman, Rihanna, na mahal mo tong si Oreo kasi
Oreo.
nagtago kayo ng 2 years. Nandiyan kasi relasyon na yan. It's just so happen siguro that magulo lang siguro yung sitwasyon mo kasi nagpapagulo dyan or yung problema dyan is not the kid. It's the annulment and the custody, which is ako, feeling ko na nasabi mo lang to kasi concerned ka sa bata at kay Oreo.
It's a
Kasi
valid
kung ano yung
reason.
diba? Yun naman yung akin. Pero kung if kayang mag-hold on at if nakikita mo pa yung sarili mo na kaya naman talagang lumaban at yung partner mo is lumalaban, sino?
Yes.
Sino?
I totally agree on that, Mars. Kasi alam mo, ako, yun yung rule ko. Kasi I had a very bad relationship before. And after that, it totally changed me talaga and how I see relationships and love in general. Medyo naging high ako, ano ba tawag nito? Like,
Standard?
no, not the standard. But rather, my walls are so high. Guards up ako talaga. As in, para sa akin, kung ayaw mo sa akin, bye, thank you. As in, pag may nakita kong red flags, mga naligaw, maalis talaga ako. Kasi sa inisip ko, parang, kung hindi mo ako habulin, okay lang. As in, ganun ako mag-isip. There was a time na as in, I didn't, siguro it's a part of me din natakot na rin. Para sa akin, parang, if this person is right for me, he will stay and he will find a way to come to me. Hindi, ayoko nang ipilit. Para sa akin kasi, ako yung sa ex ko dati. Even when I had doubts na he might be cheating on me, but yung sa akin kasi hindi, mahal ko to hanggat ako yung pinapakilala sa pamilya, okay lang kami kasi hindi naman niya inaamin, hindi ko naman nakikita kung sino ba tong taong to. Alam mo yun, yung mga ganun. As in, sobrang nagpakatanga ako dati. Pero para sa akin kasi, nagsistay ako nun kasi ang pagkakaalam ko, lumalaban pa siya, pinaglalaban pa niya kami. Martir ako nun eh. So, I stayed. Pero nung time na hindi na niya ako, nung nalaman ko na may iba na nga. Kasi dati, kahit nung medyo nagkahiwalay na nga kami, hindi niya ako na kinakausap. Umaasa pa rin ako na magkakabalikan kami. Kasi 2 years din kami noon. Pero, nung nalaman ko na may iba na siya, right there and then, cut ko talaga. As in, pride ko na din na parang, okay, may iba na. Sige, di bala ka. Di wala na. So, advice ko rin sa kanya, pag hindi ka na pinaglalaban, tama na. Pag pinaglaban mo na, hindi ka din pinaglaban, ano pang ginagawa mo dyan? Merong may taong makikipagdigmaan para sa'yo.
Correct. Yung lang naman sa akin, Rihanna, kung nakikita mo naman si Oreo, na pinaglalaban din yung relasyon niyo, sino pa sila ang makakapigil, di ba? And ito na lang, Mars, kasi na-curious ako sa sinabi mo with regards to your love life. Question lang, Mars, for you. Ano para kay Miss Angelia Ong ang pinaka-essential, hindi naman essential, one or two qualities para tumagal ang isang relationship?
Respeto. Number 1 ko yun. Grabe. I cannot stand a guy without respect. Kasi nga, feeling ko, that's the time when, kailangan kasi love and respect, they come together. Sa akin, hindi pwedeng isa lang for a relationship, ha? Kasi, other people, you don't need to love them, but you respect them. Alam mo yun, yung tipong, for example, you look up to someone, hindi mo naman mahal, pero you respect their work, you respect their something about this person you respect, but not necessarily love. But for me, when you love a person, you cannot just love a person and not respect that person. So I number 1 for me is respeto. Importanteng marunong rumespeto.
Okay, so mga guys, respect.
Yeah, because I try. I really I look into. I don't look at appearances, whether you believe me or not. But of course, I like good-looking guys. But appearance wasn't really my number 1. Although non-negotiable sa akin yung height.
Dapat pataas sa'yo.
Kailangan mo sa tangkad. Kinanglan, ganyan mas taas ako. Gusto ko mag-heels.
Correct.
No, but it's really, it's always been my, my criteria. Usually, I'm not saying, there's no chance, but, well, fine. Non-negotiable. Height. Importante sa akin na mabait din yung tao. At saka, mas mas drawn ako dun sa someone who has a dream. Gusto ko yung taong may goals. Nata-turn off ako pag walang goals ang lalaki. Kasi ako, syempre, mag-goals din naman ako kahit papaano. Especially dati talaga, like, ginol ko rin tong Miss Earth alam mo yun. And pag yung guy walang ambisyon na hindi ako I don't think that would last or that would suffice. Kailangan sa akin a guy who knows what he does and what he wants. Yan.
Thank you, Mars, sa pagbigay sa atin ng hindi lang siya advice, kundi in-depth advice talaga kay Rihanna. Napakaswerte ni Rihanna.
Sayang, sana nakapag-online si Rihanna na i-Q&A natin siya. Diba?
True. Mars Angelia, thank you sa pagbigay ng advice sa ating letter sender ngayon and also one of your fans since 2015. Philippines, si
Mhm.
Rihanna.
Oo, Rihanna. Thank you so much. Hindi ko nga alam na may fan club pala ako. Invite niyo naman ako.
And before we end our Facebook Live, I would like to give a shout out to Aida Cortejos. Also,
Saan?
nasa ating GC siya. And
Ayun.
also from Docabo Adonis. Hello, hello sa inyo.
Ayan. At saka si Ping Ventura. Hello. Thank you for your kind words. Nako. Oo, si Rachel Sara. Sabi niya kasi, na-meet ko daw to si Ping, na-meet ko sa Learn to Trade. So, Learn to Trade kasi is the company behind the foundation that I'm an ambassador of and I really support in Iloilo. Sa Iloilo kasi yun. It's called Greg Secker Foundation. So, si Greg Secker, he is the owner of Learn to Trade. Philippines, and they also have branches in UK, Australia, Africa region. So what he does is he gets a chunk of his earnings from his school and brings it to his foundation, the Greg Secker Foundation, and the recipient of the foundation is from Iloilo, our hometown. Sa Lemery, Iloilo naman to. So I remember going there. Ang story kasi noon is during Yolanda, Iloilo was also part of the places that got devastated, no, and especially that area. So the lot was donated to Greg, and then Greg funded 100 houses for our
Wow.
yes 100. So it's called we have now the GSF village, or the Greg Secker Foundation village. So I go there once in a medyo matagal lang ako hindi nakauwi doon, but I remember when we inaugurated it, when we handed over the keys, and then it was a magical moment to see a lot of homeless people also in that area. To
Para
finally
siyang Mar? Para siyang Gawad Kalinga?
Yes. But the thing is, it's like Gawad Kalinga, but it's a private owned foundation talaga siya. So 100 recipients. I remember, I think mga 3 years ago ata kami pumunta doon, 3 or 4 years ago. So yun, that's one of the foundations that I'm actually supporting. So if you go there, if you happen to visit, you guys can check it out also. I planted a tree in when we opened, and now it's growing.
Oh,
Bigla ako kasi lumalaki na yung puno na tinanim ko.
ang galing. Also, Mars, nagpapa-shout out ang fellow Ilongga natin at friend natin na si Ara Esteban.
Oh, nako. Oo nga, si Ara, yan grabe. Isa yan sa mga fans. Solid fan ko na I consider family already. I was there on her wedding.
Oo, nakita ko nga.
We went kasi, all out din to si Ara talaga. Support. Lahat ata ng live ko. Nanonood siya. And, she'll forever be she will forever have a special place in my heart, and she knows that, sino pa ba?
Also, M.
Uy,
Eda.
JM! Si JM! Nako, JM, I miss you already. How are you? Graduate na ba? May mga fans ako kasi dati naalala ko mga high school, college, bata pa sila.
Tapos
Si M.
fellow Ilonggo to
Ada.
din. Yes. Si
Anton.
Anton there.
Oo. Hello, Anton. Kumusta? The Cobo, Antoinette. Kumusta kayong lahat? Ayun. At syempre si Romel on the side, nagre-react.
Correct. So Mars, thank you
Oo.
sa pag-join sa ating Facebook Live. And also Mars, question lang. In this time of pandemic, syempre lahat ng mga beauty queens ngayon, I'm very happy because all of the
They're all very
pageant community,
active.
yes, pageant community is very active, and one way is through their donation drive. So Mars, would it be okay if you share naman sa amin what is your china-champion na donation drive for our frontliners in this time of crisis?
I think aside from the donation drive, I would be I'm very proud to somehow share that one of the biggest, I think, contribution, not just me, no, at least the people that I've been working with during this quarantine, is we were able to champion and lobby rapid test kits. You know, because PCR kits are so expensive and you won't be able to access this without symptoms. And this virus has been very, very tricky. It's easily passed, and it's also silent. Sobrang sneaky. I and aside from that, so donation drives naman. Um, as much as I wanna, make my own, but I didn't have the luxury of time, although it's quarantine time. But believe me, it's been so hard to find time. Kaya ngayon nga lang din ako nag-online. If you've noticed in my Instagram, isang buwan ako hindi nag-post kasi nga sobrang busy namin. The good kind of busy. But now that I have extra time na, one of the things that we supported is the Headshot Clinic. If you go to my Instagram, I have one photo there, done by our Headshot Clinic team, headed by Nicolo Cosme. We had an artwork to raise fund. All you have to do is donate, send your photo, like a side view photo. You send it to the team, and they will edit an artwork for you. And you can donate. It depends how much you want to donate. We don't really have a minimum or a maximum. So that donation will go to PPEs for our frontliners. And we ended that kasi last Earth Day kasi yun eh. Earth Day kami nag-post nun. But because it was such a success, we were able to raise 314,000 pesos.
Wow.
Yes, we were able to raise 314,000 pesos. We are making a new batch to give other people a chance to have their artworks done as well. So we will only be entertaining first 50 kasi medyo mahirap daw siya pala. Hindi ko alam kasi hindi ako magaling mag-edit, but I try. But according to our team, it's quite difficult, especially the photos are coming from different phones, different lighting, so they have to balance things for it to look nice in the artwork. So yun, so you can donate however you like, and kind or in cash, pwede din naman. But this time around, we'll be donating to, aside from PPEs natin, meron talaga yung constant na PPEs naman, nandyan lang yan. Pero this one will be funding naman, ano naman siya, food naman for
Frontliner.
not only frontliners, I forgot the foundation exactly, but if you guys could check out Headshot Clinic, you'll see all of the details there. We are on Instagram and on Facebook. But what I like about the new beneficiary, or the new thing that we're gonna fund, is we're gonna be funding a food donation that will use ingredients coming straight from the farmers. So you get to help the farmers, and then the food is vegetarian pa. So yeah, that's the plan for the second part of the Headshot Clinic. So if you guys have a spare, money to donate, go check out Headshot Clinic, and let's make an artwork for you. Another thing is, ano pa ba yung nasa, chinek na yung phone. Um, I think on Instagram also I posted the photo 3 days ago. Um, it's a it's a shoe line that I posted. They also have scarves. It's called Aiska Designs. So what they're gonna do, they call it the project In Their Shoes. Kasi nga, they're selling shoes, but it's called In Their Shoes. It's a project of Aiska, the owner, the brand, and JKL Foundation. So all proceeds of Aiska sales from April 18 to July 18, so April, May, June, July.
3 years. 3 months.
Yeah.
4 months.
April, May, June,
July.
July.
3 months.
Three whole months. 3 whole months. They will be donating all of their proceeds to support our frontliners and communities that are economically impacted, and those who are and will be encountering mental health challenges during and after the pandemic. So they'll be donating food packs as well, health kits, and masks. So go check my Instagram, you guys. You can see how you can, purchase. You can also visit the website www.aiska.ph and check out In Their Shoes. It's really, really nice because these are artworks of our local artists as well. They print it in your shoes and the scarves, and even the packaging is really, really unique. Very Filipino. Lakas makamis Earth. So, yun naman recently yung dalawa na medyo actively na i-support ko. At syempre guys, to check out Pia's also. Kasi I was speaking with Pia the other day. She's been actively asking for donations for her PPEs naman for the
Face
frontline.
mask.
Yes, different parang face masks for the frontliners. So you guys can check out her Instagram. All of the details are there. Her GCash, her account number is also there. And then I remember supporting one of Pia's uh, collaboration. Parang it's called Fashion for Others naman. I forgot the Instagram of it, but she also posted about it. And Pia donated a couple of her personal things, and all of the proceeds goes to the three charities that they chose to help. So I bought one of Pia's things there to show support. So sana magkasya. We were messaging eh. Sabi ko, babe, sabi ko, P, reserve this for me na so I can support naman support you naman kahit pa paano. Sabi niya, sige, I told them na just message them. So yun. I did. That's one of the few simple things I can contribute somehow. And of course, by staying home, we are saving a lot of lives. So I encourage you guys, konting tiis pa. I know it's been tough. It's quite challenging for all of us. This was something that we don't expect to happen. Like in my wildest dreams, never have I imagined to live in a in a time where something this extraordinary had to happen. But I believe that there is a purpose. Mother Earth is healing because of it also. Let's think of the good stuff that it also, made us or gave us. And we were also able to, naalala mo nakakatawa pa yung mga times na we're wishing na sana longer yung weekend. So ayan na, weekend na every day. Yung mga estudyante wishing that, ay, sana walang pasok. Ayan, wala nang pasok. Walang trabaho. Ayan, walang trabaho. So, but kidding aside, I know it's quite difficult, but the best thing we can do is to really help each other and rely on each other. Encourage a friend. Kumustahin natin yung mga kaibigan natin, guys. Kasi, it's a situation where we find ourselves alone sometimes with our thoughts, and it could be tricky. Sometimes it's good, but to some of our friends or even to ourselves, there are times that we feel down, and that's okay. Kasi
valid yan.
yeah, it's the uncertainty kasi. Sometimes it's really scary. The uncertainty scares us. But if there's one thing certain, I I know is that someone up there is always, listening to us. Um, he sees and hears. So knock, so the door will be open. Ask, then you shall find. Diba? So, um, this is good that you go online, but you have also to be responsible. Kasi there's a lot of negativity online. So be the source of positivity.
True. Kaya
Diba?
masaya-masaya parati yung Dear Mars friends natin.
Oo nga.
And mga Mars, don't forget lahat ng sinabi ni Mars Angelia na mga donation niya. We will post it after our Facebook Live para makapag-share
Follow
tayo
up tayo.
correct, ng mga donations natin. Whether malaki man yan or maliit, at least nag-support
Nako, walang
tayo.
malaki at maliit sa panahon ngayon. Lahat ng
Correct.
share, it's a big deal. It's something that's, people will appreciate. Ibang klase yung bayanihan natin ngayon. So, I hope if there's something also that we get to carry on outside when, when they lift the ECQ is, sana tuloy-tuloy yung bayanihan na yan. Yung bigayan.
Yung
Alam mo yun, yung
spirit.
selflessness, correct. Diyan tayo dapat maging selfless. We look out for each other. Let's look out for each other because that's the only way we could help each other. Yeah. Yan. Dami ko sinabi. Alam mo,
Okay lang, Mars. And, yes, Mars. Ano yun?
wala lang. Natutuwa lang ako sa interview natin because I got to really, open up. Kasi, like in my past few days na interview, medyo nag-warm up pa lang ako ulit eh. Being out there in the public. Kasi I was also in a dark place at some of the days. But I always find naman something good in every day. So, yeah. We will because we can.
Yeah. And Mars, hopefully Mars nag-enjoy ka sa ating segments sa Dear Mars Friends sa Qrown Philippines. And before we end, Mars, pwede ba lang i-invite or i-follow sa mga social media mo?
Yes, oo nga pala guys. Wala po akong YouTube channel. Hindi ko pa na-explore yan. May TikTok ako pero wala rin akong naipopost pa. Before pa nag-uso yung TikTok, makapag-download naman ako pero hindi ko pa alam. Ano pa ba? Yeah, I think I'm most active on Instagram. So you guys can follow me there for latest updates about my public and personal life. I'm very, I share a lot of things there naman. So it's at missearth.angelia. I actually asked Instagram to help me change my name. Pero since I got the blue check, hindi na pala pwedeng basta-basta palitan eh. But yeah, I guess I'll always be Miss Earth with you guys. So missearth.angelia and Facebook, it's Angelia Ong. You guys can also follow my small business. It's called The Secret Lounge PH. We're here at PGC. So pagtapos sa lahat, tara guys, paganda naman tayo. Para lalo lang tayo maganda kasi maganda na tayo.
Pero saan yung The Secret Lounge mo?
Yes, it's
banda sa
4th Point
BGC.
Building. Sa may 4th Strip.
Okay.
It's at the 4th Strip, 4th Point Building, 4th floor yon. It's the same building with Whistle Stop, beside Romantic Baboy. So, mahilig kumain Korean. Nandun lang kami, guys. And ano pa ba yung mga ipapromote natin? Tomorrow pala, I'm also in the morning, I will be guesting in the Morning Rush with RX 93.1. Monster Radio yon. I will be with my fellow beauty queens also. First time ko mag-live with Patch Magtanong. I haven't really met Patch though. I don't think we were able to even have a conversation, but I've heard a lot of good things about her. Thorny Patch. And of course, I love this girl, Nicole. Hi, bebe. Same kasi kami ng hairstylist or hair color sponsor ni Nicole. Hi sa The Color Bar. Kumusta kayong lahat? Job, kumusta? Ayun. So, yeah, tomorrow 9 a.m. onwards, we'll see you there as well. Tsaka, ano pa ba? Yun lang naman. There's nothing really much that is occupying me at the moment. But hopefully, when the ECQ is done, we can do more projects together. Guys, I'm more into business na after this. So, abangan nyo yung mga niluluto natin. Marami tayong ipiprepare para sa inyo.
Thank you, Mars. And also, don't forget to follow our Facebook at Instagram. Also, the Qrown Philippines. And sa personal ko naman na account, which is Mars France sa IG at Facebook. And also, magte 10,000 subscribers na ang aking YouTube channel.
Oh my God! Ayun pala, ikaw pala ang may YouTube channel. Ako wala.
Mag-YouTube. Turuan kita mag-YouTube.
Sige, next time. Alam mo, dati kasi may niregister na ako dati, Angelia.ph, because I wanted to do that after Miss Earth. Pero hindi din natuloy. Hindi rin siya natuloy. Hindi kasi ako marunong.
I-push natin. Tuturuan kita.
Oo. Anyways, guys, thank you for having me. This is such a nice chit-chat and catch-up with you. Thank you so much. I'd like to say thank you so much to the Qrown Philippines and everyone behind it. You guys have been amazingly supportive with all of the beauty queens. I always say this in my interviews that, you know, you guys, the vloggers, pageant vloggers, you guys has been such a source of inspiration, strength, and courage of all of the girls who's trying their best to compete and represent our country. During my time, hindi pa kasi ganun kauso noon. Hindi pa ganun kauso. But I already feel the support. But lucky are the new queens to have you guys, you know, who's willing to share their, you know, critics, also critique the girls, how to improve themselves, and of course support the girls and remind them of their strengths as well. So sobrang laking tulong nun, especially for the girls who compete abroad. Sometimes we feel, you know, like alone. I know I'm not alone, but there are a lot of times you feel like you're also alone in the battlefield. But I'm just thankful during my time because there were a lot of Filipinos and Ilonggos in Austria that were really super duper supportive, buying all of the tickets to watch the show. Grabe, ibang klase. Miss ko na yung Austria. I hope that this nightmare ends soon, and I'm praying for someone to finally find a cure, if not a vaccine, at least a cure. And we pray, we continue to support and love, to support each other in these difficult times. And guys, yung sabi ko kanina, please ask around, ask your friends how they are. It helps a lot. Kumustahin niyo sila. Yun lang, kita-kit sa outside world para tayo nasa PBB house lahat.
True. And sa sinabi mo yan, Mars, last question ko na lang sa'yo before we end our Facebook Live. Ano yung una mong gagawin after ma-lift ang enhanced community quarantine?
Ano ba ang una kong gagawin? Oh my God, alam mo, hindi ko naisip yun, ha? Hindi ko naisip kung ano yung una kong gagawin kasi kung pagkain lang, si Mama magaling magluto eh. Magaling magluto si Mama. So, wala akong masyadong kinikrave outside na parang okay lang sa akin kahit hindi ko agad yun. Siguro, kung pwede nang magta-travel ako. Kasi I love to travel. I love to travel talaga. I'd probably go to the beach or probably go abroad and meet someone special. Ciao, amare.
Thank you mga
Ayun.
Mars sa pag-view ng aming Facebook Live today. Stay safe and be blessed. And also, I would like to invite you for tomorrow's Facebook Live. It's Miss Earth Philippines 2020 Roxy representing Baguio City.
Wow. Oh my God. Oo nga, ongoing na.
Correct.
Miss Philippines Earth.
Thank
At,
you mga Mars.
bye, guys.
Bye.